Welcome, everybody, to the Wrestling Dorks Live. I am John, joined, as always, to my left by the talker of talking. Sam, welcome to the show.
It's great to be here right before Wrestlemania.
I would say this is the big show.
The go home.
This is our big show for the year, and well, yes, it is. I mean, this is what it's all about.
Right before Mania, when
leading up
sucks.
Leading up to WrestleMania. Oh, that's the last shirt tug I'm gonna do. Anyways, and to Sam's left is the hater of nothing.
Hello.
The bodacious vibe. What is she?
I am a hater.
I'm
a hater of being anxious. My anxiety, stress, work.
Why are you so anxious?
I don't know, just
You probably
busy at
would
work
get
and
rid of
feeling
the
stressed.
anxiety and the stress if you actually let out some hate.
He's got a point.
But you know what?
You gotta
I don't hate my
let
job.
the hate flow.
I like
I'm not
where
talking
I work.
about hating your job. I'm talking hate in general.
Oh. I guess.
Serenity now.
Yes, serenity now.
Insanity later.
Exactly. So we are here live on
Is this order
Twitch.
for me?
Yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah, you are like ready to rock. Why is that not? Did you like change it or something? It should be showing that we're live. Like that's not.
I don't know.
All we used to do is hit the button and then you're like there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's on like delay.
Yeah, you might have been on a delay. Why don't you just jump on out of there and like restart it or something?
This is our own view. Videos, clips.
I don't know, man. I don't usually run the chat. I just run everything else.
I usually get it handed to me.
Yeah, that's true. You got a point. Anyways.
Oh, I usually sign in. I usually do it. But
Oh,
all I do
okay.
is click the button. Sam does it too.
Yeah,
so.
true. Well, anyways, we're watching SmackDown, the last hour of SmackDown, but more importantly, we're here to preview this Sunday's 7.5 hour Extravaganza.
It's only 7.5 hours?
That's it. Actually, it might be more because they added another match tonight.
It's literally a day of work.
It is. It's a day of work. For those of you watching SmackDown Live, you saw they added a 15th freaking match to the card. Turn up the volume, see what it's hearing. Is it actually hearing us, or is it just still hearing the music? I'm intrigued to see.
It's like a canned 2-minute and 30-second video. It's like up next, an all new episode of Dorks in 5, 4. It's like I had to go through that video to watch us or something.
Oh, I have no idea. Just hit the play button. You got nothing. Are we live there?
It's like it's showing me.
Are we there?
You're like behind by 2 minutes. Yeah.
Is anybody watching? Can anybody see us?
Sam will figure out the chat, but either way, join in the chat. We are here to talk about our picks tonight, recap a little bit of what happened yesterday on Raw, talk about this Friday. We've got NXT TakeOver coming up. We wanted to touch on the big John Oliver thing. Jay Lucky, can you get that going for him?
I'm telling you, there's something with it where it's like
you might just want to quit the app and come back to it. You can turn your mic off if you want. But anyway, Sam, so as you can see on the screen here, a few topics we wanted to hit on before we get to actually, first of all, the screen. Yeah. The screen is the first thing you see on your screen.
Solid.
All new screen graphics. Thank you, courtesy of the Streamlabs. Labs, I guess. I don't know.
Labs.
Yep. So the chat will show up in the bottom left corner of your screen there, and you see it also shows the newest follower and the newest subscriber. Your name will pop up on the screen there if you subscribe. Yeah. So
pretty cool.
And it'll stay there. Like it currently says Pam-a-lot.
Okay.
Because she is the last person to actually subscribe.
I like that.
Yeah. So that's there for the people to interact. So jump in the chat. Jay Lucky's manning it right now.
For the people.
We are. We're here for the people. We don't make $1 on this thing, so we can. Well,
we might round up to $1.
We might round up.
Once there's enough in there.
Yeah, and with $1, we could buy a couple cheese fries because that's what fat guys do.
Cheese fries, not anymore for $1. I don't know where you're going. Maybe McDonald's cheese fries. I don't want any of those.
That's true. Maybe those. I don't know. So let us know if you're watching, and I see some of you are. Let us know if you can hear us correctly, see us correctly, because we're in here, like I said, for the long haul. I don't want to be fucking with audio and stuff later. So,
yep.
Jay Lucky got us going, so Sam will be manning the chat.
She's good at getting things going.
She is. Here. Oh, she can get things going. I tells you what, with those hands, and by that I mean the iPad.
I don't like watching myself looking at it. I have a very concerned look on my face.
Well, you were very concerned. I like that you took it seriously. So, anyway, Sam, what do you think of that? We're on our screen on SmackDown, we got the ladies. Lynch,
the three-way arrest.
Yeah, I showed Jay Lucky that tonight too, and she enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. I mean, the writing for this hasn't probably always been the greatest, but I think they really freaking worked their hardest to make that work last night. All three of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I was excited for the match regardless, but they wanted to provide since it's the main event.
Right.
Now I think they're trying to give it as much as time on TV as possible.
Yeah. Did you turn your mic back on?
Yeah.
I want to make sure that doesn't happen again like last week.
I'm on.
You're on.
Am I on? Am I on?
Yeah,
Is
I
this
mean,
thing on?
really, like we were talking, I think it was last week you and I talked about the storyline's kind of like been slowing down, bogging down a little bit because it's just been drug out since Royal Rumble. And I think this thing that happened last night, which they're showing on.
Plus, they've been doing it on both shows, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
But
ton of extra TV time.
That whole thing in the back was just awesome, I thought. It was like silliness because.
I like this right here. I like that the second it was over,
Yep.
Ronda just knew that, all right, the stipulation's over, now I can go kill her.
I can go kill her. Yeah, it was perfect. What'd you think of it, Jay Lucky? You guys to watch it tonight.
Yeah. No, I liked it.
Gets you more fired up for the match now. The main event.
I was fired up. For
This
the
will be
match
starting
before.
at 11:40 on Sunday night.
Maybe 12:30.
Who knows? It could be. I mean, they're saying
Look at all those cops.
the pre-show starts at 5. The main show starts at 7.
Ugh.
So can you cram
The
that
kids
many?
think they're staying up for this. I don't know. That's gonna be late.
Yeah, we will see. Well, they think that when they think they have to go to church that night. They think that we're going to stop watching while they go to church.
What's church?
The thing is, we can't CCD.
Sunday nights?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Horrendous night for CCD.
It is.
It is.
I thought I could swear when we were kids it was like for me I think it was Tuesday or Monday night. I used to argue. If it was Monday, I would be like, I'm just gonna watch wrestling instead.
Yeah, there were rumblings that they were going to ask if they could skip it.
Yeah, Christopher's like, I'm just gonna ask if we can just skip it just for this 1 week.
I don't think it's
I
gonna.
don't think it's gonna fly.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna fly. Which is fine.
The
Whatever.
Lord getting in the way of WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's the way it goes, man. Turning you guys up a little bit. You're a little too quiet, or you're being quiet. I don't know. Anywho, so yeah, I mean, Raw
Sam
was.
didn't get fired up yet. Give him a minute.
That's true. Once you're fired up, then you get loud. So
There's nothing to be fired
There's
up
no
about.
hands flying yet or anything.
we'll get you fired up. We'll get you fired up.
Just like WrestleMania, I can't.
Yeah, this
blow
is
my wad early.
That's true. It's a big show. So
It's like Mania. That you can only get up so many times. Sometimes a good match gets shit on because people are just so tired of being there. And
that's true.
you can only bring people up so often.
Well, I worry about the flow of the show because there's really not a lot of matches to get fired up about as we'll go through the whole thing. But it's just like usually have like an awesome match and then a downer and then an awesome match and then.
But partially that though could be too. A, it's booked that way, and B, like people are worn out.
Oh my God, I can't imagine. Will people still be able to get fired up for this women's main event?
I think
at
so because they'll
midnight?
probably have something before it that gives you enough downtime to.
Yeah, let's hope
Hopefully, I
so.
hope they come through. I think they will.
Yeah, let's hope so.
I've got confidence in them.
You have confidence. So you think that WWE or the WrestleMania in general is going to be shitty?
Overall, probably shitty, I'd say.
Okay.
I think there'll be some surprises though to keep interest. There'll be some good matches.
Okay.
I just think there's too much.
All right. Well, Jay Lucky's going to be in charge of writing down our picks, and we're going to make 2 sets of picks tonight. For those of you who've been following us on Twitter, not only are we making the WrestleMania match picks, but Sam is going to pull up the DraftKings because you said that the lineup changed or whatever.
They just made a slight change because one of the things they were talking about was will Ronda Rousey retain?
Oh,
like,
gotcha.
the whatever, or will she walk out? So they just had to change the wording. Basically.
But yeah, so DraftKings is running a promotional
It's like a pick'em contest.
pick'em
for
contest.
like 5Gs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can win your share of $5,000 by entering, and we're going to run through and make our picks real quick. So
Yeah, if you're not a DraftKings, if you're not already on there, which a lot of people are, just go ahead and sign up to do it. If you're not, and you sign up to do it, use Dave Fulch referral code. That's my DraftKings name, the legendary Dave Fulche, Dave Fulch.
There you go, nice promotion. But yeah, it's a free to join, and it's kind of fun. It adds a little extra because it's not just picking winners; it's picking like random
Just
shit,
like
which we'll go through in a
It's
minute.
kind of fun, yeah.
Just want to touch on 2 topics before we start to make our picks because I don't want to do just a quick run through pick 'em tonight. We're going to talk about these matches.
Ad nauseum.
Ad nauseum. We're going to talk about if there is a backstory. Some of them don't have a backstory. But if there is a backstory, we're going to talk about why should we be excited about it and all that shit. So I just want to run through a couple more things. The John Oliver segment. Every wrestling fan's talking about it. I'm sorry, Jay Lucky, you didn't get to see it yet. So you can tune us out if you want, or you can look it up and read about it.
It's been a long time coming.
What do you think?
So somebody in the mainstream media finally calling WWE and Vince on the carpet.
Yep.
Do I think some of the stuff was a little bit misleading, having like Bret Hart on there and stuff and whatever? I don't think they needed that stuff on there.
No.
They just needed to present the friggin' case, and it's an open and shut case. an independent contractor can't have control over you. It's simple. I'm an independent contractor at the Reading Eagle, and they have to ask, hey, would you be willing to do this? Can you be here on this date? They can't say, you have to be here. You're not able. Like, if I wanted to go write for another newspaper, I can. If I wanted to go write for, it's not a rival newspaper, I could. Like, WWE is classifies you as an independent contractor, so they can pay you via 1099, basically, meaning they don't pay any of your benefits. They have no health insurance. They don't pay into your Social Security. They don't pay your Medicare. Yet they preclude you from going to another organization and applying your trade.
And I think that it's that piece and also the health insurance piece that I think are the biggest ones, because WWE defended themselves. I don't know how much of the backstory we should say, but they're saying that because all these, this started because John Oliver was saying that so many wrestlers die early, young. And he's saying, well, of course they do. They're not given proper health care in a dangerous, sport that they, and the whole reason is because, as Sam said, they're classified as independent contractors. So do you think they should be just not independent contractors, or do you think they should be given health care in addition to being
They should be employees.
Employees.
Not independent contractors.
Okay.
If they wanted to be independent contractors and Becky Lynch can go say, hey, guess what? I'm going to go work for Impact next week.
Right. And then she's allowed to come back. And so that's the reason that merchandise sale is so huge for them, right? I mean, for the wrestlers, I mean,
that's part of their income. But I mean, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, I know people personally that have gotten busted for having independent contractors that weren't technically independent contractors.
Right.
And I'm talking like some small fries that get busted for doing it. And you got WWE basically getting out of it for how long now? I don't know. Just nobody, they are some pretty powerful people. You got Vince and Linda McMahon.
Oh, absolutely.
So, but I mean, no, they should be considered employees, paid a W-2, have health insurance.
Yeah. They're not like business owners. Daniel Bryan doesn't own the business of Daniel Bryan. I mean, I guess he does in WWE's eyes, but that's the way he's hired.
Right.
So then they don't have to give him health insurance.
Right.
Yeah. Doesn't that suck, Jay Lucky?
It sucks.
Dozer, hold on, I'm so excited.
Oh, we have an 18-person mixed tag match next.
This is just
what in the hell?
Into...
All right, so next up on the agenda, did you have anything else to add for the John Oliver thing? I just wanted to say that we were ranting about it.
And then the other
we know
thing
about
was he was trying to get people to chant at Mania about it, but that's not going to work.
That's not going to work. It's stupid.
Those people don't want to be there and do that. It's a bad time, I think, to do it. And B, how are they going to get together on the same thing? What are they going to chant? Insurance, 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 insurance. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I don't think it's going to work.
So exciting.
Yeah, it's not exactly a fun topic. That's why I only wanted to touch on it for a couple minutes, because it's kind of boring. But
it's a big topic, though.
I'll be honest, though. I pulled up the video, the John Oliver video, and I didn't think I was going to watch the whole thing. And I ended up watching the entire half-hour thing about it because it was interesting the way he presented the argument. So,
yeah, I like John Oliver.
Yeah, he's funny and witty. Yeah. That's what WWE's response was.
He's very
he's very clever and witty in his humor.
However,
and they pretty much put him down.
Up.
Yeah. I mean, having Bret Hart on there, of course, he's going to shit all over Vince McMahon.
Well, that was old. That was
that wasn't. Yeah, ago. Yeah, that's true. They didn't take like.
They've made up since then, so like he's taking old things.
Yeah.
Like
when he was talking about, he brought up Jesse Ventura when he wanted to unionize the wrestlers. Yeah. That was like 15 years ago, or
that was the 80s.
I thought he was talking about when he was on the Stern Show, but yeah, okay.
He brought it up in the 1980s originally about putting together a union.
Damn.
So, hey, here are the Hardys. I was talking about them earlier. Oh, this is the 18-person
18-person mixed tag is about to happen.
The Hardys tweeted out after they named, I guess, the SmackDown tag title match for Mania is like a 4-team match. The Hardys were like, why aren't we in it?
Yeah, they should have been.
I thought they were setting up like Usos, Hardys, like, hey, we're both brothers. Like
right.
Mania.
They should have. That's what I thought they were going to do, but I did see a tweet that Matt Hardy said, I guess I'm going to be defending my title. Because didn't he win it last year? The
Andre the Giant Memorial.
Something like that? Was it last year or the year before? No, they came back 2 years ago.
Oh, they've been back then. He won. Yeah,
he won it. Yeah. He's your defending champion.
Christ, they've been back 2 years already.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then don't forget the women's one. Is that EC3?
Yeah.
Wow, he's actually on TV. The women's one, the trophy looks like a uterus, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, the uterus trophy.
He had words last night, too.
He did. A couple words. Those of you watching, please join in the chat. Talk to us about your picks.
What?
Who do you have words with?
Braun.
Oh.
Yeah, Jay Lucky missed Raw.
Okay.
We actually got home from Pittsburgh so late yesterday, so late. So I ended up.
Pittsburgh.
And I don't have time at work to listen to it or watch it.
Yeah, I
so
was listening to it at
I'm
work.
behind a little. I did get to see the women things. You brought it up.
I showed her the women.
But I didn't get to see anything else.
You see, Andrade's match was canceled with Rey Mysterio tonight. Mysterio got hurt last night against Corbin.
Oh, really?
So I don't know if he's going to miss Mania. They haven't said. I don't think he will though. But they said he hurt his ankle or something.
Oh man, Lana has the worst ring gear. I'm sorry.
Changes a lot.
Yeah,
I'm fine with it.
you're fine with it. All right.
And her stomach will always be covered. And I don't know why. It drives me
It
insane.
mystifies Jay Lucky why her stomach's always covered.
They can't have.
And she
every
wears
girl-
high skirts
Yeah.
all the time.
No,
No, she thinks
wears,
there's a.
and she never shows her belly button ever.
Carmella does the same thing.
They do the bathing suit shots. She's always in one piece. Well,
I'll show
it's
you some
one piece.
shots.
Yeah, they're probably like 8 years old though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like why all of a sudden now like her belly button is always covered.
Here we go, the hate. Something's not
No.
right with Lana.
There isn't, and I want to know what. Why? What is wrong with her belly button?
The
Why
ma-
don't you go shame her on Twitter and see if you get a response?
yeah, there you go. See if it'll.
The wrestling dorks, Jay Lucky says that you're hideously disfigured, and that's why
I
you
just
won't
wanna
show your
know
stomach.
What's up with her belly button?
You're hideous.
So is this the last time we're gonna see the Good Brothers on TV in WWE?
I don't know. Yeah, we
Could
think
be.
on the A dub.
Yeah, probably. Next up, this Friday, Sam, we've got NXT.
Yes, it is this Friday.
It is this Friday. NXT Takeover is this Friday night. I will be there, Brooklyn, New York.
So you've now confirmed you're attending.
I'm content. I'm attending. Are you attending?
Because like your
No,
your
I'm
text
attending.
message, you talk to me either like I'm a girl you want to like sleep with possibly down the road, or you
No.
just don't want me to go.
No. I knew that it was gonna be confusing texts.
Like these are the most passive aggressive like text.
No,
messages
no.
ever.
It's because of what you said in the morning that you couldn't leave till noon, and before that you had said you didn't want to drive up just for 3 hours, for a 3-hour show, and then come back.
Before, but I said like, all right, I'll leave at this time and I'll go up then. And here's your. Let's see here. Hold on. I can only read some of these messages. Let's see here. All right. When were these messages? Let me find out here.
It's fine. It's fine. If you're going, that's fine. I just wanted to know if you're still in, because you had hate
Your
for
awfulness is so. Let's see.
you had hate for driving up 4 hours. You realize it's a 4-hour drive.
It's a 2.5 hour drive.
You're full of shit. We're not getting to Brooklyn in 2.5 hours, my friend.
That's
Not
what-
on a
that's what
Friday
maps
afternoon.
say.
No, it's like 3.5 at minimum.
See, he's trying to get me not to go.
No, I'm not.
So here's his passive aggressive. I don't know if he does this with you, but this is what
Absolutely not. And I don't want to drag this show down, but I'm telling you, I just wanted to know if you're going or not.
So he goes, I'm trying to decide about Friday. Then his next message, do you want me to ask Dan if he can sell your ticket? And I put, are you not going anymore? He's like, I'm on the fence. To me, that would lead me to thinking, you're like, want me to ask Dan? Like,
And what he's
don't
not
want me to
showing
go?
you is before that, he said, oh, I can't leave till noon
Before
now.
that is
And before that, he didn't want to
So
drive up
cold,
just
the
for
Bucks
NXT.
lost.
The whole time was that we were going to go to Access because neither of us wanted to drive up just for NXT.
Right,
That was the
but
whole
I
thing.
was
And then
like,
suddenly you couldn't leave till noon.
My first message is, hey, here's what I'm leaving. I'll be up then. If I say that, that would mean that's what I'm doing.
All right, then that's what we're doing then.
I
Just
don't understand
know that we are not going to be able to go to Access.
I'm saying you're taking some train or something.
No, I looked. It's too expensive. No,
Oh, Jesus,
I can't because I can't afford to
the
pay for
worst.
an Access ticket and a train ticket and all that. So we're going to NXT.
Well, now it makes me feel. So if I don't go, what are you doing?
No,
No, I'm not going. Tell me what you're doing.
No, you're going.
No, if I'm not going, tell me what you're doing.
No, I'm not telling you.
Because you say you're going no matter what. So if
I'm going.
leaving later, then you could go whenever you want.
Then I'll probably try to meet up with Dan.
That's what I'm saying. So go.
Well, no, because if we're going to NXT, we're going.
Yeah, but I don't understand your point that you don't have to. If you're going, go up early.
Well, no, I don't want us to drive up 2 cars. Is the whole
Oh
thing.
my god!
Why would I
The
drive
worst.
and pay all? Because it's a lot of tolls, it's a lot of parking, it's a lot of
Tolls,
extra expense
parking.
that we could split by going at 12 o'clock. That's the whole point.
It's not a huge freaking expense to
Dude,
drive
no.
an automobile 2.5 hours.
It is to park in Brooklyn, New York, and to take all those fucking bridges and tunnels and turnpikes and gas. I just went to Pittsburgh this weekend and lost money at the casino.
No, you are the worst gambler of all time. Do you realize This motherfucker, I've told him a million times that you can't fucking go to a roulette wheel and play one spin and quit.
That's what he did.
You're going to lose, and this is a mathematical fact, you're going to lose your one spin the way he plays 90% of the time. So based on that, he could play 10 times, and he might win once, but it wouldn't be significant, statistically insignificant. He could do it 50 straight times to lose. So the second spin, he goes, I would have hit one of my numbers on the second spin. You got to at least play 5 spins.
But I don't have that kind of money. I don't have $100.
Don't play at all is my point.
But I'm at the casino. I want to go and hang out, have a drink or two. And
like if you play 100, you at least have a chance of hitting one of those spins. You could walk away either up or you lost 100.
But what I'm saying is I didn't have $100.
Then I would take 20 and I'd put it in a slot and play something that would last.
We did play some slots. I didn't only play roulette. We played some. I think we took 100 and then we split it. You know what I mean?
Right. You just have an awful plan for gambling. Your plan is like
my plan is no. My plan. We both said it in the casino. If we lose, we're just whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Right, but
although I do agree you need to play one with more than one spin in roulette.
Spin in roulette, it's like
I could have played 2 because it was a $10 minimum, and I just threw down a 20 and played 1 spin.
Yeah, but you play 4 numbers.
Yeah,
you didn't play 10 on 2 numbers. You played 5 on 4 numbers.
Right.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like if you
because I have no interest. My other thing is I have no interest in winning $36. So that's why I don't play the $1 chips.
Though, because you're playing the people that play like I'm only playing $20 would be interested in winning $36.
Yeah, but it doesn't. I don't feel like that's a win. Like walking away with like a green, a blue, and a white chip.
Blue, there's no blue.
Whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, it might be blue there. Maybe their 5s are blue there.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's Pittsburgh. It's a terrible method. Whatever. Regardless, I said I'll go to Access. It's for me like I said, like thinking about it more and more. Like I take the whole day off. And I'm like, all right, great. I'm down to X amount of hours with X amount of time left the entire year. Whereas like I'm not in a position to like blow PTO. I said I literally came back from an Atlantic City all night bender trip to come back and work a half day.
No, I get that.
My thought is so I'll
fine.
still take some time, drive up. I'll get there way before NXT.
Oh yeah, we'll get
over.
The
but
best.
I'm saying you should fucking go. It's your fucking friend there.
No, we have the 2 tickets that we got for dirt cheap, by the way. So we should definitely be going. And here's the other thing. Listen. One more thing. Our seats are not next to Dan. Okay. So if you didn't go, I'd be sitting by myself.
Right. Well, yeah.
So that's kind of weird.
You should be used to being by yourself.
So because he bought these tickets and then said, "Oh, I got better ones. Do you want these?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure." And got them for $40 or whatever the hell it was.
Oh, that's ridiculous. How the hell is it only $40?
Because he bought them the day of, like the pre-sale.
Some secret connection.
Yeah,
or
he
something
does. He's Dan NXT. Yeah. Whew. All right.
So you think it's gonna be like $8,000 to drive to this event?
Please don't do the math here on the show. We got a lot of shit to cover. We'll talk about it off the air, but really long story short, we're going to NXT Friday night. We're going to get to see Rico Chet, Jay Lucky's favorite.
Before for the Mania match.
Yeah, go for the SmackDown tag team titles on Sunday. He's going for the NXT tag team titles. So that's really exciting. We'll be starting route to Barclays Center. Oh Jesus. What does it say? How long does it say?
2 hours and 22 minutes.
At 9:30 at night, of course. At 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday with Mania in town. I'm sure it's going to take a little longer than 2 hours and 22
NXT,
minutes.
Nobody cares.
It's still Mania.
I'm saying.
Are you aware?
We'll
everybody's already
and
there.
The problem is me driving too. That's going to take some. If I'm driving, then that's going to add time to it as well.
Why do you drive slow?
I'm a slow driver.
Oh, so am I. She hates. Yeah. We're both really slow drivers. We'll
be going there 44 miles an hour. It will take 4 hours. I forgot.
God. Well, yeah. Either way, I might work Friday morning now because of it. If you're gonna work too, I might only take a half day of PTO. I'll figure it out. Okay. Well, moving on. Sam, let's jump into the DraftKings thing. Pamela says we're like a married couple. We're bickering like a married.
They really are.
We didn't even
He treats me like I'm a woman. Like the way he says it, it's like he doesn't want to like. He's like, "Oh, you just don't want to go, or what?"
I was building off of your previous thing about not wanting to drive.
I told Dad to sell your ticket, you fat piece of shit.
No, we're going.
Right,
I'm excited.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I went to UFC this past weekend and it was awesome.
Cool.
So live events are fun.
Yeah, pull up DraftKings. The thing.
Oh yeah, I'll pull up my thing on my phone.
Yeah, please.
On my phone.
So if you see on your screen there, we're talking about DraftKings. We're not sponsored by DraftKings or anything like that.
Although we would
love it, and we would love the exposure.
And DraftKings, if you're watching, I'm a pretty avid player. So.
He is a very avid player. I've played a couple of years ago.
So yes, check that out. So I'm gonna bring up the contest right now. So basically, if you have a DraftKings app, or like I said, it's a free contest. There's probably gonna be a shit ton of people in it, so you're probably gonna have to get every damn one right to win.
Yeah.
But hey, you never know. $5,000 they're giving out guaranteed, and I think they're paying a bunch of spots.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of. I think it's up to 10th place or something like that. And some of it you just get WWE Network cards or whatever, monthly subscription cards. But so Jay Lucky, should we have Jay Lucky write down our picks?
Yeah, let's. I already
For the
made mine on
DraftKings
the
thing?
For
site. but-
DraftKings?
Yeah, we might as well while we're here, so we can see which one of the three
All
of
right.
us would have.
Where's the stuff you already wrote down?
So
Oh, it's in the car.
question number 1 was what will be the first match at Mania. Now, I hate this because it doesn't say if the pre-show counts or not, and it's probably because DraftKings doesn't realize all this stuff.
What are
that's
the
going on.
options? I think it's gonna
Options
be,
are other, IC title, women's tag title, WWE Championship, or SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
Wow. I'm gonna say if we're saying pre-show, I'm gonna go the SmackDown.
It says match at Mania 35, so I'm assuming that.
You think main show then?
I'm thinking maybe it's anything.
Oh, so just anything. So pre-show counts.
I mean, other is probably the safest bet because you have the most possibilities of hitting. But I was going the same route. I picked SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
yeah, I'm going SmackDown Tag Champion match.
Okay.
Jay Lucky, do you need to hear the options? Oh, Otis is about to dance for Mandy Rose.
Oh, Mandy's.
You're not saying it right.
Posterior.
It's Mandy.
I'm going to go other.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good. That's take the field. Why not? All right, what's next?
Next question is, how many times will a ringside announcer table be broken?
Throughout
the
throughout
options,
7 hours of Mania. That's
options
crazy.
are 0, 1, 2, or 3+.
I'm saying 2.
Great. Me and you are on the same wavelength means every other idiot as well. Yeah, I went with 2 as well, figuring they won't want to overdo it with 3. But I feel 2's pretty safe, especially since there's a Miz Shane match.
There's a and
That's
yeah,
a pinfall anywhere.
yeah, it's falls count anywhere because so really they could go all over the place.
Going 3+.
She's going with the safe bet.
Going with the insanity.
Most possibilities.
Yeah.
Next one is, and I think this is an easy one. Will Stephanie McMahon be a part of Triple H's entrance this year? I said no.
I said no
There's
too.
nothing in the storyline doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, he's
Steph,
not.
come out with trips.
You both say no?
I say no.
Yep.
What do you got, Jay Lucky? You think Stephanie will be in his entrance?
No.
Oh. Yeah, she's not really part of his storyline right now.
The only thing that makes me think she's going to come out is because she's like an attention whore. Like she's going to want to come out just
Wow.
for the face.
I think she'll be out for the women's main event,
Oh, okay.
but not for the trips match.
Okay.
All right. Next question. How many times will Bork suplex Seth Rollins? 0 to 2, 3 to 5, 6 to 9, or 10 plus?
I'm saying 10 plus.
Yep.
Oh, did you? Oh, no.
Which means we're going the obvious answers. If we didn't even talk about this at all, and we have all the same answers.
Yeah.
I'm going 10 plus.
10 plus. Wow. What do you think, Jay Lucky? German suplexes. By the way, guys, if you're watching, tell us what do you think about these. I know we're firing them off pretty quick, but what do you think of this contest as a whole, too?
Me?
Yeah.
These are good questions.
What do you think? How many suplexes do you think?
3 to 5.
Oh, she's going low. I think
Okay.
Seth's not going to be able to, or Brock's not going to be able to do it that much. All right.
First place is 1,500 and a 6-month network card.
Wow.
Second place is 1,250 and the network card. Third is 1,000. Fourth, 750. Fifth, 500. 6th through 15th is just a network card. And 16th through 25th is a network card.
Wow.
So far, you guys have picked all the same answers.
Oh,
Yep,
God,
'cause
that's
we're
no
a married
good.
couple, we know each other.
That's right.
All right.
What's up next there, buddy? Sorry.
I reset when I was going back here. All right. Next question is:
You can go on DraftKings
will
app. by the
Becky
way,
Lynch or
because-
Charlotte Flair enter the ring first for the women's championship?
Oh, okay.
It should be. It's where it should say who will enter, Becky or Charlotte, because the only option. But will Becky or Charlotte enter the ring first for the women's triple threat championship match?
I
Who do
know
you
I
think's
picked
going-
Becky.
and I picked Charlotte. So we picked
Charlotte.
different there. My thought on that is that I guess it used to always be champ come in last.
Well, that's the only thing I was
so
thinking.
Ronda will probably come in last.
Well, yeah, but Charlotte's a champ too.
That's true.
That's why I went Becky.
But I feel like the Mania should have Becky coming in later. I don't know. You could be right. I'm not switching my answer. It's probably wrong though because I'm stupid.
Well, if history serves, it's best to pick against me. So, which by the way, tune in because we're going to talk about our punishment for our Mania picks then as well.
Punishment.
The three of us actually agreed on a really embarrassing punishment.
Will Ronda Rousey retain the Raw Women's Championship? I put no.
I put no. I'm assuming Jay Lucky's going to put no because we know who she's picking. Look at Big E's shirt.
To be hot on a chick.
It would be.
The outcome of the WWE Championship match will be, and that's Kofi versus Daniel Bryan, will be pinfall, submission, DQ, or countout.
Oh, man. I'm trying to think what I did these picks earlier today. I think I picked pinfall.
I have pinfall.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I picked pinfall. Do you have it up?
Yes.
You do. Nice.
No, I have
that's what she normally
the thing
says.
you sent us earlier. That's why I said, "Where's that?" I could just write the answers on that.
Gotcha. Sorry. Yeah.
She normally says,
I gotta
"Do you have
write
it
it
up?" Oh, I didn't know.
I didn't notice.
You
I didn't
both
realize it
picked
was up.
pinfall?
Yes. What do you think? Is Kofi going to beat Daniel Bryan or Daniel Bryan beat Kofi via pinfall, submission, DQ, or count out? That's all they got.
I'm
Right?
gonna go pinfall.
Pinfall. So yeah.
It's like how you look to see what the options
I
are.
couldn't remember. I didn't know if there was an other. That's why
Will Brock Lesnar retain the Universal Championship? I put no.
I put yes. This kind of blows our picks for later, but
That's only a pick.
also doesn't necessarily mean he'll win.
Saying no.
Yeah, he just says retain.
Retain.
Yeah, and we got to talk about how that's.
We
how
will,
we're
yeah.
doing our stuff. Since there's big stakes on the line.
There are big stakes.
Will the number of matches determined by submission be over or under 2.5? I put under.
2.5 for submission. Who do we got? Yeah, under. I'm gonna say under because
I'm gonna say under.
you don't really have that many submissions. I mean, the main event is gonna be a submission. Somebody's gonna tap at the very end, but who the hell else would submit?
Daniel Bryan could put.
Possibly, but that's 2. I guess all you need is one more though. I'm sticking under.
Under for me.
Yeah. I know the last question is like put things in order. We don't have to. Well, we've got to go ahead. Moving on to the next question.
How many championships will change hands? 0, 1 to 2, 3 to 4, or 5 plus?
I'm saying 1 to 2.
I picked 3 to 4.
Ooh, that's probably the
I'm going 3 to 4.
the safe answer or whatever because it sounds right. But I have a feeling we're going to see more retaining than. This doesn't feel like a whole new era type of WrestleMania.
Okay, and every time I answer this bonus question, it fucking it doesn't save it. I don't understand. So you're supposed to rank the order the matches will happen. Universal, WWE, Women's, and the IC. What's the order of those matches happening?
All right, so it goes. Well, we know that the women's is last.
Right.
Obviously, that's 4th. I'm going to say Universal is 3rd. IC is 2nd. And WWE is 1st. Oh, God damn it.
Shit's definitely not
This is
happening.
not happening then because it's too.
And the super tiebreaker, which was probably going to come into play,
Wait. You said it backwards. So now you're saying WWE Universal.
is the second to last.
I'm sorry.
How do we do it? Can you rank them in first?
Yes, I'm sorry. First is I'm saying WWE, IC, Universal, Women's.
Yep.
And so is he. So wow, our picks are like identical except for the submission thing.
Yep.
Oh no, not the submission. The title changing hands.
And Bork.
It's going to come down to the last question, the bonus question.
Attendance. And
Yeah.
you could probably do some research on this because they've had it here before, I believe.
MetLife they have, yeah.
Yeah.
It was
I
the New
put
York.
76,451.
I got to see what I put then. Now I just got to know.
If you have that as well, I'm going to seriously question our relationship.
Well, Pamela had already said that we're a married couple, so you know.
What was the last one? Announced. Paid.
Attendance, which is just whatever number they want to make up.
Yeah.
It's not a real attendance. They might. I was thinking about putting down 1 million. There's 1 million people here.
So there you go. That's the DraftKings. Jay Lucky, what was
Did you
your?
guys make a pick for that one?
I picked 76,051.
I'm trying to see what I actually put. So give me a second. I need to pull mine up. I need to get it up. If you just want to wait for me to get it up.
He needs to pull it out.
Yeah, I need to pull it out and get it up. Pamela, if you're with us, see at the bottom of the screen, you see your name. You're the most recent subscriber. Your name will stay up there until someone else subscribes, which
we hope be soon.
And we could say that you can very easily subscribe if you are a Twitch Prime member. Just go ahead and give us your free subscription. Helps us out greatly. And
Amazon Prime member.
Yeah, well, it's Twitch Prime, Amazon Prime. They're like the same.
They're okay.
They're in cahoots. So
if you have an Amazon Prime.
If you have Amazon Prime, then you have
Twitch
Twitch Prime.
Yep.
Right, exactly.
Did you get it up yet?
Oh, boy, have I heard that.
Yeah.
All right, what did you say again? Do you remember?
76,451.
I have 76,875.
Are you fucking serious? How are we that close?
That's crazy. Because I know how much a football stadium holds, and then like how much.
But why 76?
I don't know. So Jay Lucky, what's your attendance rate? That's really only off by a couple hundred.
88,291.
Wow, that's a lot of people. But WWE does inflate their attendances. So, all right, 88,291. There's our DraftKings
Not that
picks.
you care about my order because you passed over me, but
oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what it does.
I'm sorry.
Intercontinental, Universal, WWE Women's.
Oh, WWE second to last instead of Universal. So Brock goes on earlier. Wow.
Get him over with.
Oh, that's what she wants to have happen.
It'll be like Raw, because he is always on early on Raw usually.
Yeah.
So we can get a.
Yeah. Welcome to WrestleMania. That's my interpretation of his music, by the way. It's terrible.
Sounds like mine usually.
Well, that's why I was saying earlier today. I texted you and I said, "Do you think Brock cares if he's not the main event?"
No.
Because he's probably like, if I'm not the main event, fucking put me on at 7 o'clock. You know what I mean? Like I can see him doing that. Yeah, get out of here. Like he's not gonna want to hang around.
Stick it in Sable.
Yes, I'm sure that's what he says. Vince, I want to stick it
in
Sable. So you guys ready for a big WrestleMania preview? I've just been promoting this all fucking day. I've been trying my hardest. I created these new graphics for our new show. You like it? You like how it looks there?
It's good. I'm trying to promote our DraftKings picks. Hold
on okay.
1 second.
All right, no problem. I'm going to jump into I'm going to bring up the first set of matches. It'll show up on your screen. And you have to. I apologize for how the tag team one looks, but they just announced that like a half hour before we went on the air. So what we're going to do is each of us is going to make our picks. And we're going to talk about. I need to wait for him to be done. I need your both concentration.
Good. You can
Are we saying win-loss? Or are we going to say retains titles? We need to determine this now.
Retains title.
Retains titles?
Yep.
Are you cool with that, Jay Lucky? So we can't get like a fluky count-out win, and I'm like, I win! Or what do you want?
That's fine. It's majority. You both said that, so that works.
Well, no, I'm kind of on the fence. I've always just liked win-loss because I like being able to pick like fluky.
You want to get a fluke win.
I like fluky wins.
You like flukes.
What do you think?
I don't know. I like wins, losses.
All right, wins, losses it is. There you go. Sam's like, of course, you two would pick together.
Sounds like a flip-flop.
Nope. This is
Sounds like a passive-aggressive answer.
What, for who, me?
No, yeah. It's good.
We're going wins, losses, buddy.
Use your ability to not be able to actually make decisions.
Oh, I'm making decisions because we decided.
I hope by something weird they decided to do a disqualification win.
Yeah. I think it's kind of fun to like when somebody gets a cheap win, then you're like, oh, son of a. Oh, wait, he won. You know what I mean?
I hope it's Mania and we don't see too much of that, but with as many
there's so many matches
as we have, they probably will.
Give me some wacky shit. So,
all right, let's start it.
We're ready here. Let's announce the punishment first, do you think?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
So what we've decided is the person with the least amount of wins will be declared the loser, and they will be wearing a wrestling
ultimate.
They will be wearing a wrestling singlet next week, live on the air during the Twitch next airing of our Twitch episode.
Yay!
I wouldn't necessarily say next airing because we'll get here in time.
Well, if I order it tonight.
Yeah, but we already said we're not ordering it tonight. We're ordering once we know who the loser is.
Oh.
The size.
Yeah, true.
I'm wear a way different size than either of you. So
okay, that's true. We'll say in upcoming episode
yes.
If it can get here by Tuesday, great. Because I might be able to still order it Sunday. We'll see. And we're also going to say that the winner, whoever has the most right, gets to pick the color.
Okay.
All right. Because I think the site that I saw, the Amazon, it was like red, green, black, and blue.
Oh, well,
It's not like wacky, but like
Yeah,
at least the
there's
winner
all
gets
polka
something
dots
out of
and
it.
everything.
Yeah. So it's gonna be
It
a.
should be pink and purple just in case.
I can see what I've got, but they were pretty cheap on there. So yeah, it's
Have you
wrestling.
ever worn a wrestling
I've
singlet?
no,
I've never wrestled.
no. Have you ever worn a wrestling singlet?
No.
I don't know what size to order for her. Like you and I can figure out just by like it. There's a
They
size
don't
chart.
have on there like weights and heights.
They
Do
do
they have a women's
for
one?
men, but they
she
don't.
has weights and heights.
I have weights and heights.
Yeah, I guess it's true.
There's men that are
I'm really
5'9"
thinking.
and underweight.
I really think that she's gonna be like a small
It'll be
or extra.
distributed
I think she's gonna be like an
differently,
extra small
No.
or a small because based on weight.
Yeah, but there's wrestlers that wrestle at 115.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet it's distributed in different areas.
I'm probably like a medium.
And I did tell her that she's allowed to wear like a bra or even a t-shirt.
That's what I've heard.
She could wear a t-shirt underneath it if she
Depends
wants.
how
Or,
low it is. I mean,
Or like a
it's
tank
awkward.
I
top.
say try it on first and then make this decision.
I will try it.
Yeah.
on.
I mean, it's
We're
not
not-
going to be. I
we're
don't
not
think it's
doing
any
it-
more revealing than a bathing suit.
we're not doing it to make Jay Lucky show her pontoons. That's not the whole reason for this thing. If
That's
it
good,
happens,
'cause
it's
you would
nice.
all be very disappointed.
But for the lack of pontoon, it's more
Everybody
just
get
because
out
it's
your
gonna be something really
magnifying
embarrassing to wear.
glasses.
Yeah.
So.
It's way more embarrassing for us than it is her.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be awful. So tune in for that one. But yes, so here we go. Away we go with our picks.
I don't know why.
So are our picks based off of everything? The DraftKings too?
No,
No.
just
We were just doing that as like a cross promotion,
Yeah.
which, kind of thing to try to get more.
engagement
and
and
stuff.
something else fun to follow.
Got it.
All right. So first up, Sam, what's on your screen there? I believe that's our big Fatal 4-Way tag team match.
Yep, the top of the screen, I see a fatal 4-way, and was just added.
It was just added. That's why, like I said,
So we haven't had a lot of time to think about it.
I
that's
have
for
not
sure.
had any time to think about it.
This is an easy one though.
We've got the Usos, Rusev and Nakamura, the Bar, and who's the fourth team there? I can't.
Rico chat.
Oh, Rico Chet and Aleister Black. I'm going. I'll go first on this one, by the way. And we'll rotate who gets to go first. I'm saying Usos retain.
Black chat.
Wow.
Oh, I was torn between both of them.
Wowzers. So she's thinking of her. So do you think Black and Chet lose at NXT, or do they carry both?
Yeah, they're not winning the NXT.
Okay. All right.
Something chicanery will probably go on, but yeah.
All right. Just checking.
But they win on the Mania card.
All right. What do you think, Jay Lucky? Oh, and we were talking about the backstory. There's no fucking backstory for this one. I apologize.
No, they had a match. There was a 4-on-4 match night. That was the backstory.
Yeah, that was it. That's all we
They all
had.
feuded afterwards, and
Yep.
now we got a match.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss said so.
Oh, I'm so torn.
You're
Damn,
gonna
Alexa has been looking really good lately.
really?
Yeah.
I think
Oh, you
she's.
don't look at her?
I don't look at other women. Just
Oh,
this one.
stop. Oh my God, you're retarded. I am. Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
We got 16 more matches to go, Chief.
And this one means the least.
I'm really torn. It doesn't mean it, but it does because like.
And we're saying win. So like
So my gut said Usos, so they're gonna retain. But then like
We're
once
not doing retain, even though it's a fatal 4-way.
I guess
so
a fatal
there's no
4-way they would have to
disqualification.
be. Yeah, they would have to be an actual win. So yeah.
Maybe it could be ruled a no contest. Then nobody
Well, then
wins.
nobody wins. Yeah. But anyways, sorry, Jay Lucky. Go ahead. You going with your gut?
I'm gonna go Usos. That was my first instinct.
Oos.
Maybe you guys should go touch each other.
Well, we probably will.
You
All
guys
right.
were touching each other last picks there.
What? Oh, the DraftKings. I'm like, what? I wasn't touching him. Next up, this is a match that. Did you get to see the opening to SmackDown tonight with Randall Keith and AJ Styles there, sir? It was tremendous. They had a
Yes.
KO show, and I guess AJ called out Randy for having one move and also for his
Yeah, I watched it.
drugs.
Yeah, they clear all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, but it was like wowzers.
So to me, though, that spoiled your whole. And what do we all
Yeah,
thought was
I thought it was going to be a
tonight.
phenomenal forum and do an RKO. It kind of changed my pick a little bit, to be honest with you, but it doesn't necessarily. I'll let you go first on this one. We'll rotate. Who do you got?
I was probably going Randy Orton. Now he went up on him tonight with that RKO. It's such a tough one to call.
It's going to be a good match. I really think it could steal the show. Randy Orton works a slower pace, but I feel like he's going to try to prove something in this one. You know, kind of mix it up a little bit?
Give me. It's a tough one to go first on, as I feel like this could be a big swing here.
This also could open
This
up.
is also like Vince's like own guy versus.
Oh, that's true.
Your outsider theory.
It's that whole like Sting versus Triple H. Sting should have won that match a couple of years ago, but Triple H ended up winning
I already
because.
wrote down my answer.
Power answer. Interesting.
Yeah. Do you want to go first on the next one since
No, I'm
you're having a
gonna
Jay
go-
Lucky time over there?
It's tough because I feel like Orton should be at this point maybe putting people over, but AJ's old too.
It's not like it's too young.
But
Yeah.
I feel like going forward, it's really a throwaway match though. To be honest, either guy could take a loss and one.
Absolutely, and that's what makes it interesting. It's a cool match because there's no like momentum. Like either way, the guy comes out on Tuesday and he's still awesome.
I'm gonna go with the phenomenal AJ Styles.
I am Jay Lucky. You're next. Styles. So that match means nothing for our picks, at least in the leotard challenge or whatever the hell it's called.
Leotard?
Whatever the hell it's called.
Singlet?
Yeah, sorry everybody.
And the next match is your boy against Ray, who's nursing an injury.
Samoa Joe, the Samoan submission machine, the greatest athlete that the Western civilization has known.
I don't know about greatest athlete.
Oh, have you seen him?
And he is the master of the coquina clutch.
Yes, he is. And he's also my rotund brethren. Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship. Jay Lucky, who do you got for this one? Look, before you answer that, do you think this spot was meant for Andrade from the beginning? Or do you think they just threw Ray? I mean, Joe was going to defend against somebody, and Ray and Andrade were going back and forth. And I get the sense that Andrade's like momentum kind of fell off.
No.
All right. Well, hey, whatever.
You're treating it like it's like the Pirates were trying to make the playoffs and they lost 3 games in a row and they were done.
That's the worst analogy you've ever done. I just feel like Andrade, they've been building him up for months with all these matches against Ray, and then he's just doing nothing. Yeah. And I feel like he should have been in like a title match or something. Anyways.
There's a lot of guys that it's shocking they're not on the card, though.
Yeah.
Think about it. Kevin Owens doesn't have a fucking match.
That's true. That's very true. Jay Lucky, who you got for the Samoa Joe match? Because say it. Say it again.
Joe.
And again?
Joe. Okay.
Joe. I'm going Joe, baby.
Yeah, Joe here.
You're going Joe as well?
Yeah.
You going with Samoa Joe or Joe the Samoan? Because that's Roman Reigns.
He's on the card later.
Yeah, he will be. He will be. Excellent work, everybody. We're rolling right along into the second set of matches on our pick thing here. First up, and I will go first, we have the farewell match for Kurt Angle going up against Baron Corbin. Best part of this is going to be seeing Baron Corbin's entrance music in full force in front of 76,875 people at MetLife Stadium.
My screen to flip.
Oh, it didn't flip yet?
No.
There you go.
Yeah.
Angle versus Corbin. I am going to pick Corbin in this one. I think Angle
goes out on his back. Tradition.
Yeah, I think people forget. I mean, people keep saying, oh, he shouldn't lose his last match. You forget that so many guys, that's the way in wrestling business is. And so many guys go out. And also, I think, texted me earlier today, there's rumors that he's already booked for another thing.
Yes. Well, yeah, he's doing StarCast right.
So he's not even like he's gone from WWE. So this could be like Vince kicking him in the balls or in the ass, I guess you say, on the way out the door. Have him lose in the big stage. So I'm going with Baron Corbin so I can hear that entrance music twice.
It would be crazy. My thought process is if he was going against somebody better, he would have definitely lost. But maybe he'll look at it as putting Baron over, and they've put Baron over pretty hard.
Oh my God,
he got the win last night over Ray.
Yeah,
but was that really just to make it seem like he could beat Kurt? Who knows? I'm gonna say that they give the victory to Baron Corbin.
Wowzers! You don't want to wear a singlet, do you? You're just picking the same shit as me.
No. I mean, I just feel like there's not enough reason to let Kurt win this match.
Gotcha.
I kind of felt the same way. Picking Corbin too.
Wow, nobody wants to wear a singlet. We're all gonna fit in one. We're all gonna wear the same one.
We have different. Well, you and I have been the same.
So Baron Corbin with the sweep on the Wrestling Dorks WrestleMania preview show. What's up next there, my friend? What do we got?
Coming up next, we have. Oh, I don't even know who these guys are. No, I'm
It's-
just kidding. It's Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese.
Okay. Oh, so Cruiserweight Championship. This will most likely be on the pre-show, but it also will most likely be the most athletic and amazing match of the night. I don't honestly, I don't know the backstory on this at all. I know that there was a tournament. I shouldn't say I don't know. I know there was a tournament on the 205 Live over the past few months to get a number one contender, and Tony Nese was absolutely amazing in all those matches. So people have been clamoring for him to get a chance.
Nese.
And this is his chance here. Yeah. I guess you get to go first on this one. Knowing nothing about it, Buddy Murphy's
retaining.
Oh, okay. He's had the title forever.
Yeah,
And you think he just continues to be the face of the division?
for now.
All right.
Picking Murphy too. I picked him
Not
every
retaining,
single
sorry, he
time.
wins.
Right. He wins, right. So you're going Buddy Murphy.
I picked him every time.
I'm going to go Tony Nese.
Boy,
First
it's
of
gonna
all-
piss me off if that match determines the winner and loser.
It most likely will. We've had that happen before. Because I think one time she picked Buddy Murphy like the time he won, and that's how she won.
Yeah, I just randomly pick him every time.
Yeah.
He didn't win last time. No, he
I'm
did
only
win
going
last
with
time.
Nese just because coming off of a tournament win, I'm feeling like that fake
Give
momentum.
momentum that you
Yeah,
talk
the
about.
fake momentum that doesn't actually exist. All right, Jay Lucky, you're up next. Tell us what we got. Can you see it on your screen there, or you don't have it? Oh, you don't
Yours
have a
already
screen.
in
Up
order.
next, we have
Sorry. I thought-
Lashley versus the Demon.
yeah, it's not just Finn Balor. It is the Demon. He will be wearing face paint.
Demon.
Did you see what he did on Raw? So, okay. Did you see what he did on Raw? So, Lashley said, oh, there's rumors going around it's going to be the Demon. And then Finn Balor showed up on the screen and he said, all the rumors are true. And then he vanished and came back as the Demon up on the screen. And he just went, and that. I swear to God, that's what he did. He just stuck his tongue out and hissed. It was the stupidest.
Did it scare you?
No, it was just dumb. It was really stupid. It wasn't interesting. It wasn't scary.
Change my writing position.
Oh, you okay now? Were you getting
Am I
uncomfortable?
still okay? I moved over more.
You did move over a little bit, but you're fine.
Am I still in it? Should I try to move over more?
Yeah, if you can move over a couple inches, it might be nice. People want to see you and not us.
Oh, I don't think so. I think we're good.
Okay. So who you got, Jay Lucky? I think you got
She
this
said
one for.
Demon.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said Demon. I'm gonna go. God damn it!
I'm listening, dude. Don't worry.
I don't
Thank
want.
you, Sam. Nice to have somebody who
Fuck you.
pays attention.
I was telling a story. I was talking about Raw, which you clearly didn't watch.
I watched up until the women, and then I was like, I don't care anymore.
But
That was the main.
didn't you want to see Finn Balor go? "Ah"?
No, I wanted to actually. I'm getting when I get my pick, I'm gonna go off about this.
All right, I'm picking the Demon only because I think they want to keep that whole he never loses as the Demon thing alive. I'll be dead honest, I want Lashley to retain, but
Lashley.
I'm going to say Finn Balor win. He might even just win by DQ or something like that, just so that he still keeps the winning streak alive, but I'm saying Finn
You
Balor
like
wins.
those DQ calls?
Well,
You
I just
like being tricky.
well, with Leo Rush and all that shit,
Tricky,
it could very
tricky,
easy.
Tricky.
Yes, it is tricky. All right, bitch, what's your
Dude, it's Demon's winning, but why the fuck is he the Demon? This is bullshit. Listen, he didn't use the fucking Demon against Lesnar for the fucking Universal Championship.
wowzers?
So why, if you have the ability to be the Demon whenever the hell you want, and this Demon is fucking way better than you actually are, but you can't use it all the time.
Because
You
they
can only
wanted
special.
Brock to win.
I'm not talking
Ooh.
about the fucking booking of the event. I'm talking
He's talking about if you were actually
like,
Finn Balor.
I'm talking about the point of when you watch a movie, whatever, you need to suspend. You have to buy into what you're watching, or it's no
Right.
fun for me. So half of my problem with WWE,
I got what you're
past
saying.
year, is the continuity.
Yeah.
When I watch stupid shit, when I watch movies, when I watch soap operas, when I watch my wrestling, I don't care if these guys are throwing pancakes around. That's what they do. Or the Undertaker comes back from the dead. That's his character.
Right.
That's fine. But if all of a sudden, we have, instead of Undertaker having lightning come down from the sky, let's say, for instance, John Cena's having lightning come down. It don't make any sense.
So you're saying in the world of wrestling,
Yes.
if you had the ability to become a character who suddenly can't lose, why would you not use it?
On your biggest match.
Right. No, that makes complete sense. I see why Jay Lucky's saying what she's saying, because obviously, if you're looking at it from that point of view, he couldn't have been the demon because then
Right, 'cause they didn't want the
Lesnar.
demon to lose.
Right.
They had to have Lesnar win.
Right.
Yeah, I get that 100%. But I'm saying they should have given us a reason why he couldn't. Like, the contract should have said back then, just building that, you're not allowed to be the demon.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Sam's quiet anymore.
No, he's
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
We struck the nerve. We were just
Like he goes,
waiting. There's the nerve.
he's all fired up.
Continuity bullshit.
All fired up. What's up next? Oh, wait, I got to go to the next screen. Sorry. I should have loaded that up ahead of time because it falls behind. Next up, this one's going to be the wild card. Well, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Brother, what we're going to do here is I guess each of us is going to pick somebody we think is going to win. And if that happens to hit, then you get a point. I mean, there's really no other way to do it. We could each.
You can't have it worth be like 10.
Right. I was just going to say, yeah. And we can't each pick like 3 people. We'd be here all night and just. But this one, honest to God, is so easy. Braun Strowman wins this, in my opinion, because first of all, he hasn't won it yet, which is crazy.
And you're thinking that. Oh, by the way, again, I think this is dumb as fucking shit. I hate that fucking Braun is a joke.
Yeah,
it's a joke feud. He wrestled with a fucking referee's son the other year at Mania.
Yeah, I think that was last year.
Yeah, it's stupid.
He's basically he's a big comedy act.
I want to throw in like a couple long shots here. Braun's the most likely winner for sure.
Yeah,
I should just pick Braun.
Some of the other people that are in it that are notable, Matt Hardy is saying he wants to defend the title because he won it. Right, I know, but who would have picked him last? You know what I mean? Like, in what world would you have picked him? I wouldn't put it past them to have Mojo Rawley win it.
Or Gronk is what.
Yeah, because the whole push with Mojo Rawley, he's a piece of shit.
By push, you mean the guy screaming himself in the mirror.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. I hate him. Easily my worst favorite, least favorite.
Worst favorite?
He's my worst favorite. Sorry, man. I was at a Pirates game in the freezing cold this
I'm
weekend.
going to pick Braun, and then after you pick, I'll give you what my upset pick would be if there wasn't a singlet on the line.
That's true, yeah. If there was more fun on the line. Who you got there, Jay Lucky? We can come back to it if you want to think about who could be in it, but I will allow you to pick. The Saturday Night Live guys can be one guy.
Yeah.
If you want to you don't have to pick one of the two. If you want to say that Saturday Night Live guy wins, I'm fine with that too. And to be honest, I thought about doing that, picking that, because it could be something silly where like Braun Strowman falls out of the ring or something. You know what I mean? I like to go with silliness sometimes.
I'm going to say Braun.
Okay, well, never mind.
I'm going Braun.
All right.
Kevin
Am I
Owens
even
would be my
talking about
surprise
microphone?
pick.
Yeah, Kevin Owens would be a good
I can't talk
pick.
in a microphone and do 2 things at once. Hold on.
I know you've got.
I keep holding it out here, which
Can't hold 2 things at the same time.
Nope. Yeah, so we're all going Braun there, only because there is a singlet on the line. We'd like to make more interesting picks.
Owens would be my surprise pick.
Yep. Welcome to hour 2 of the Wrestling Dorks WrestleMania preview show.
Sorry, you've made your pick. That's
I
why
did.
say-
It's already written up
We
here.
are about halfway through making the picks because there are 15 freaking matches at
And there might
WrestleMania.
be 6 more added.
Yeah, who knows? By the time we do this, on the line is the loser of this will be wearing a wrestling singlet, much like Kurt Angle wears, or like old Shelton Benjamin days.
Or just any high school or collegiate.
Right. I'm going with but and the winner with
Did we decide what happens if 2 people lose, or is
we'll have to come up with a tiebreaker. And I was thinking the tiebreaker might be what exact time is WrestleMania going to end.
Okay.
I was thinking we'll say
Good
that.
one.
Yeah.
can't we use something from our DraftKings pick, like the crowd attendance?
We could do the crowd attendance. Look, she really wants that one because she
I'd
picked.
rather the WrestleMania time because it's a real thing.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're saying what they're going to announce is the crowd.
Yes, I understand.
We
that.
already picked a weird number. We all picked different numbers.
Yeah, but ours. Or what are we playing? Closest to?
Closest without going over.
Oh no! I was capped already. I'd have the smallest possible window.
Yeah, he does have a small window.
1,000.
I know.
You'd have the best chance of winning by far if we did that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so closest.
Okay, if we're doing closest.
We could use the attendance figure. That's
We
fine.
could do time, but we already
No,
have
it's already
a-
written down. You're good. We can do
We
that.
already
We'll.
have those. Everything else was
All right, closest to, as long as it's not.
It's gonna be our tiebreaker.
Yeah, you can go over though. So
You can go over,
I
yeah.
think everything
I
else.
have all
we-
the numbers under 76,451.
Yeah, and I have a decent
You have a
window.
huge window. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing we all picked different on because you guys both picked your.
Yeah, our DraftKings
Even your
picks were
title
very.
matches are in the same order.
Hopefully
so.
it doesn't come down to a tie.
Yeah.
Although you guys are really, I mean, it's 451 and 875, so that's like.
That means, yeah, I win if it goes my number or under. Basically, he wins if it goes mine over my number, unless it's like super close.
Yeah.
All
right. Anyway, got.
Okay, so we just picked the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal Brother winner. Now up next, Sam gets to pick his choice for the Women's Battle Royal. Who will win the Uterus Trophy in 2019 at WrestleMania 35?
I think you should have just a picture of the trophy, like you had a picture of Andre there.
Yeah, well, that's what. Yeah, I pulled this off of WWE.com. So,
Okay, nice.
yeah,
Courtesy of them.
Yeah.
Like it. I'm gonna go Ruby Riott.
Wowzers. Okay, Ruby Riott winning the thing. That's a pretty good pick.
I have no idea who's in it.
I mean, I know she's
Basically, it's going to be any woman that's not already on
I
in
know
a match.
She's not the favorite, but I'm sticking with my thought on that.
If you pick somebody, I can tell you if they're going to be in the match. I mean, it's
everybody that's not, it's everybody that's not in the 3-way and not in the women's tag team 4-team match.
Which is Sasha, Bailey, Iconics, Nia Jax, Tamina, and Natalya. So, I mean, your Carmellas, your Naomis, your Riot Squad, Mandy, Sonya Deville, Asuka. Who else would be there? Lana would be there. Nikki Cross. What's the little one with Andrade? Who's that little girl?
Zelina Vega.
Zelina Vega. They'll probably put an NXT girl in there or something too. Dead air. Yeah, and so there's lots of.
I don't even know who's. It wasn't written down this thing. Somewhere.
Well, it's just any woman. I mean, there's a million women, and there's no backstory as usual. That's why we don't go into with these battle royals. At least Braun Strowman, there's a little bit of a backstory with the Saturday Night Live BS.
No, that's stupid as fuck.
It's stupid as f, but it's a bunch of women together in a Rumble match, probably on the pre-show, but we'll see. I have my pick. I know who I'm gonna pick. And who'd you go with, sir? Ruby Riott.
Girl.
Yeah, maybe when she wins, she can talk. Oh, that voice, it melts me. Speaking of talking, where's this chat at? Sam, why don't you throw something out there? Because remember, when you join, sometimes you can't.
Yeah, I'll type another. Hello, all.
Jump in, say some things. Who are your picks for this? It's supposed to be an interactive show here. Where is everybody? I know you're watching. I've been seeing we have viewers. I just don't know why nobody's.
Too many choices. I'm trying to think here. You get very indecisive, and this is like brutal.
Like she's getting like anxious. I can feel that anxiety.
I'm already anxious about everything else in the world. Let's just add this.
It's funny. Her boss and I were talking the other day. When she gets like anxious, she gives off like this weird, like you can feel it. Like she gets like she can't. She's not a stress handler. She's not very good at
stress.
But she
Family,
like it's
friends,
almost like she
I'm, like,
deflects it onto you, and you're like, I feel stressed out. It really does. It's really something. It's a phenomenon that I never knew of. You know what else she does? Drinks. We had some drinks this weekend in Pittsburgh.
I heard Rumpleman's.
Rumpleman's.
I
The Al Groff
bitch
special.
About that. Now you're out there doing it on
But
your
she
own.
squirted chocolate sauce to my mouth afterwards, and it was pretty amazing. It tastes like a peppermint patty. It was really good. What was it? Just a chocolate chaser?
Something like that, yeah. And then there was some kind of she was drinking some kind of cider that was like 9% or 8.5% or something. It was freaking put her on the floor, yeah.
Got your drink on.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go. God, I don't know.
That's
But she
pretty much clear you don't
actually
know.
hit a number. I'm trying to fill some time. She actually hit a number on roulette, so she won the coveted $36 prize.
No, wait, she played roulette too?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. I guess you only hit it on a line, so you won $18.
I won $18.
Yeah.
So then you split it. You split a number.
Yeah.
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 Did you play one spin?
2.
Yeah, I think it was 2.
I played 2.
Yeah, she doesn't go all in like me. She likes to play. I like to win.
No, you don't like to win. Here's what you like to do in Russia.
Oh my God.
You like to say you played.
I go to win.
That's not winning. If you were going to win, you wouldn't.
There's not like a long term, because I know that roulette is a chance game. So, like, if I go there and play for a half an hour and put a million numbers out, I'm going to win occasionally here and there.
Right. So you're going to win sometimes.
But that's not winning to me. That's not winning to me. Winning $18 or winning 36.
But you can't go and play roulette with $20. You're better off just not playing. So I'm saying that.
But I want to play.
But
I want to win.
But you're not going to. If you want to win, you'd be better off playing black or red, even or odd, $20.
Oh, that sounds horrible. That's not even gambling. That's just
what you're doing.
Flipping. I might as well flip a coin. I might as well flip a coin.
I'm gonna go Naomi.
Naomi, all right, good choice. I'm going Sonya Deville.
That's who I was gonna pick. The whole entire time I kept thinking.
I don't think. By the way, I don't think any of us are winning. I think
it's Asuka.
Evans.
Oh, that's a good pick. I was gonna say Asuka. Maybe give her the win.
I'm rooting that they give Ruby Riott a little bit of a bump. You know, and that she gets a nice little push. But this Lacey, she appears like on every episode.
Yeah.
So I feel like this could be a way to get her, you know.
Yeah, she'll actually be in it. And she had a good showing at the Royal Rumble as well. You want to change your pick? Or you're good?
No, there's no changing picks once you announce it.
Whoa,
I don't do that. I don't do that Marlette household.
You could change whatever you want.
No, there's no changing.
Up to 2 minutes.
No,
all right.
No changing. I'm not getting a text before a match. I've changed it to this person.
I don't want to wear a singlet.
Set in stone right now tonight.
You know how awful we're going to look in these singlets, by the way? I mean, it's going to be bad news.
Shit.
It's going to be bad. Yeah. I mean, do you think I should order a size up from what we are so that it's like not?
No, a singlet's meant to be. That's the point of a singlet. It's supposed to fucking.
Yeah, a loose singlet would be worse.
There's no such thing as a loose singlet.
If it hangs down even like lower.
There is no loose singlet.
Okay.
There's no such thing. It's not going to be loose. The size.
I really can't lose. I cannot lose.
The only way it's going to be loose is if like.
I will panic. I'll have to call off work Tuesday. Like I will be panicked all day long. It's just not going to be good. But I agree to it. I will do it anyway.
You came up with it.
I did come up with it.
You came up with it.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think because I typed in like wrestling costume just to see what came up, and that singlet came up, and it was really cheap, and I'm like, oh my god,
this is perfect.
This is perfect, and it is. It really will be very embarrassing. Woo! Next up, the WWE World Linear fucking Championship. The new Daniel Bryan versus the old Kofi Kingston. Jay Lucky. I think I know who you're going to pick. Who do you got and why? Obviously, the big backstory to this is the Kofi Kingston rise from the ashes and all that shit. The crowd and all that shit.
Picked him, even though he's
rise from the ashes.
That's true. Kofi Kingston filling in for Mustafa Ali on one random pay-per-view, and now suddenly he's going to be the man and win the title.
You're just full hate as usual.
So you're going with Kofi Kingston?
I am.
Will you cheer when he wins?
Yes. I'm going to jump up and cheer.
I'm going to go, because there's a singlet on the line, I'm going with Kofi Kingston. I really think Daniel Bryan could easily retain this, but I'm going Kofi Kingston because of the singlet.
I have two thoughts, and I'll share a message I got earlier. So I think at some point, my thought was maybe Kofi wins this, and long term it turns into Big E going after Kofi because Kofi doesn't give him a title shot.
Yeah.
But then I got a text for a great idea of a storyline from a friend. They won't do it. It's almost too damn good. Showcase of the Immortals. One of the longest running, most successful tag teams ever explodes.
I've thought
Big
that
E
all day
turns,
long when I was thinking of these picks.
Big E turns on Kofi Kingston, and this isn't the storyline that launches Kofi Kingston's huge pushing career. It launches Big E.
I know. Trust me.
I'm going with Daniel Bryan.
Trust me. I wish I hadn't already announced it, but I'm sticking with it. I would not be surprised if that happens as well because it writes itself. I mean, it's awesome. It would be a great storyline.
You got to have those at Mania.
I still think that they could let Kofi win it and then the turn.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I think that it would just be such a great, cool thing if it happens at Mania. So.
Well, if I wear the shirt, my New Day shirt, they will happen.
Oh, really? Because they always lose or they always win?
Because every time I wear a shirt from anybody,
they break up
or
they
just
quit.
or they just leave.
I remember that story.
Thank you, Sam.
Jeez, fuck you! I don't.
He's better remembering things. He really is.
We even joked about it like the last pay-per-view or whatever. I was like, if I wear my New Day shirt,
I thought the whole thing was that they'd leave
they would
if you
break up.
Oh, I thought it was the whole thing.
Well, the same thing.
Happens to
Oh, well, that's why I said lose.
I wore Ambrose. Shield broke up.
Well, that's why I said lose.
Now he's leaving or whatever.
I know the story behind this shit.
Enzo first, and jeez.
I'll burn that shirt. Fuck.
I'll just be here and listen, and so that way somebody's listening.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, well, go ahead and listen to this, bitch. Next up is the women's tag team fatal 4-way jumblethon. We got 4 teams up there. Sasha and Bailey, the Boston Hug, the Samoan submission. No, what are they called? The Samoan and the
I don't know what their tag team's called.
Nia.
They have a name?
It's Nia and Tamina. I like that Tamina's shirt says nobody meaner than Tamina. Stupid, but I like it. The Iconics are out there.
We just had it in.
And Natalia and Beth Phoenix are also going to be in
Why
it.
are the Iconics in this match?
I don't know.
To eat the pin is my theory.
I would assume. I cannot figure out why the Iconics are in it, although a lot of things online are saying the Iconics are going to win this, which is that could be the shocking win. I don't think it's going to be the Iconics. That would be ridiculous. But it's also it's the type of match where a stolen win can happen very easily, which is what the Iconics specialize in. I'm going to go with Boston Hug retain. They win, I should say. Because they could very easily... because there's no disqualification. Either way, they win. Boston Hug, Saley and Basha Sanks.
I wrote it down. It's in.
Okay, it's in. Sam?
I'm going with Natalia.
What?
Phoenix.
It's the stupid legend rub. It's not going to be an actual team.
And then my theory is it gives Natalia a WrestleMania moment the year her mother died.
Vince doesn't give a shit about that.
And then they drop the titles the next night on Raw.
She doesn't need a WrestleMania moment. Her dad's going to the Hall of Fame. You're too stupid for your own good. What do you think there, Jay Lucky? It's Boston Hug. Just go ahead. You don't want to wear a singlet. He does. I'll fill the dead air with some noises and talk about things. She's a silent thinker. She can't think out loud.
Well, because my first thought.
That's what I want to hear. I want to hear what your thoughts are.
Sam's thought.
The Natalia thing?
Yeah.
What?
Kind of thought.
I think that nobody ever thought that in the history of people.
And then my second thought was the Boston Hug, but then I was like, ooh, Nia and Tamina. They probably want to still trying to push her, Nia. Like I'm thinking they're still trying to push her.
You can't push her. She weighs too much.
But she's hated, but not hated enough.
Oh, you want her to get hated more.
But I feel like if she wins, it's going to be super obnoxious, and she's going to get more hate.
I can see your theory.
I really don't think it's going to be Iconics. That's not even if they win.
This is leading me to think the Iconics are going to win because everybody's
ooh. Glossing over them.
There's no way. There has to be some really screwed up way that they win. There's just no way.
For those of you watching out there, while Jay Lucky makes her decision, what do you think of the new graphics? The new show graphics is probably going to...
There are too many matches for me to make decisions.
This is what we're going to have to stick with.
It's amazing to show how women
I know.
Some women, not all women out there, struggle with decisions.
I do. I admit it.
Oh,
all the time. I really struggle with decisions.
It's rough.
It is. This is rough.
But the hard part is then if I make a decision, she'll go, oh, is that what you...
Yeah, because they don't actually tell you. That's why
they don't tell you what they have it in mind.
Dinner somewhere,
yeah.
You know 100% where the fuck they want to go.
I know.
So then you go back and forth because you want to let them pick. Because deep down inside, you really don't care as much as they do.
I know. You don't.
So then you pick a place, and then they give you the look in there you could tell they don't want to go there. Just fucking tell me where you want to go.
I'm going to give you a stupid example, but this is a perfect example of this. Just tonight, started to make dinner. And she's like, oh, how much turkey did you put in there? And I was like, oh, I put in, you're supposed to put in 2 pounds. And I got out a 3-pound thing of turkey. And I just kind of eyeballed it and put in 2/3 of the thing.
Right.
And she goes, okay. And I'm like, do you want me to add more? And she's like, no, it's all right. I'm like, okay, guess what I'm doing? I'm adding more. Just say you need more meat in there. I'm not going to be fuck this and throw the wok across the room. Just...
You might. I was going to say, we've seen you throw things across the room.
The microphone, when you turned it off last week, is it on, by the way? Yes, it is.
It's on. Unless gravity just sucks it backwards.
Maybe it does. Who'd you pick, Jay Lucky? I filled some...
I guess I'm just going to pick. This is hard because I have 3,
Well, you got to pick one.
You're going to look good in a singlet either way, so just freaking...
I really don't want to wear it. That's, traumatizing. I'm going to go...
So you're the only one that's not traumatized by this.
It's a fucking punishment. If it happens, it happens.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna look. I'm the fucking fattest one of us fucking all. But I'm not gonna sit here having I'm the hairiest and I'm the fattest.
I went Boston hug.
You're gonna look like Dozer.
It's fucking ridiculous.
That should be our next poll. Which of us would look worse in the
I
singlet?
know it's me. Let's go
I don't know
next
about
question.
that. The big dog, Roman Reigns versus the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. This one's yours, buddy. What do you got?
This is tough because I feel like Drew needs a win. Because
Absolutely.
They're building him up, but do you really have Roman Reigns lose at this point? So if they're coming back
From cancer, and
it's funny now that the fans like Roman Reigns, and aren't going to boom out of the building. Now WWF is like, we're going to fucking make him lose.
exactly.
We just want to shove him down. I'm going Roman. I could definitely see Drew winning though, no problem. A lot of these matches are tough to say.
They are tough to. I mean, that's what I'm saying. The card might look shitty, but they're tough call matches.
Tough to bet on.
And
that's
plus,
for sure.
think about it. Like they do things like have Zack Ryder win the IC title.
Right,
like
yeah.
one of these matches is going to be the one where we're like, well, fuck, I had no idea that was going to happen. Like Nia and Tamina or the Iconics. You know what I mean? It could. All right, Roman versus Drew. What do you got?
Roman.
I'm going Drew, baby. You know I can't go against Drew or Joe ever.
What if they face each other? Draw.
Ooh,
Double count out.
Drew.
Double count out.
You'd be sitting here like me.
Yeah, actually, I would. You'd have to fill dead air for me. Drew McIntyre, and this is a very bitter rivalry, I guess, because Drew goes to the cancer well one too many times. I don't like that he says you should have stayed away.
It's not like Drew McIntyre's in the back. I want to talk about cancer. They're telling him to say.
Well,
that.
I know, but in the wrestling world, you complain about
so
the
you're
demon
talking
thing.
About
Yeah, like I'm just
Character.
the character. You're
McIntyre.
just saying they have him go to too much.
okay.
Yeah, it goes a little too
You don't
personal.
like his character anymore.
And plus, I don't like that whole like.
So you don't like Drew then?
I don't like the whole thing where he's like, I'm talking to Joe the man, not Roman Reigns. Like I don't want that.
That's because Roman Reigns says I'm.
That was
Joe
way
Man."
back in the day.
Oh, he talks about that all the time.
Ah,
Because you talked about his family.
yeah, whatever. His family. So you just write me down for Drew McIntyre. Did you put it in big bold letters as the correct answer?
No, but I wrote it on there.
Thank you. Next up, Jay Lucky, you get the first choice. So this won't take forever.
I hope it's just a one versus one person.
It's Shane McMahon versus The Miz. The best in the world, Shane McMahon, the man.
This is a storyline.
It is a storyline dating
all the way back to
what was it? Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel,
That
best
was
in
the
the world.
Best in the world tournament when Shane McMahon filled in for an injured Miz, wins the best in the world tournament, and they had to have been planning this the whole time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's long-term booking. At least these days, 6-8 months is long-term booking.
Oh yeah, that was good stuff.
It was well done. They had a tag team title reign in there. I mean,
His dad.
yeah, potato face he calls him. It's terrible. Like that's a mean thing to say about somebody.
You laugh every time.
It's because it's a weird thing to say.
Because he likes hurting people's feelings.
Oh, I would love it. I'd love it. I can't wait till you're wearing that singlet.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I can't wait.
You know, the thing is, if you're wearing the singlet,
Hey, fatty.
no, I'll be honest with you. If you
I
end
got
up,
a movie for you. Fridge too far.
hopefully you would feel the same way if I won the singlet. You would understand how uncomfortable I'd be, and you wouldn't make fun of me that much, right? Right?
Yeah,
Right.
I don't make fun of people for being fat.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be wearing a stupid red singlet sitting next to you, or whatever color.
I feel like I'm gonna be the one wearing it, so let's
I
just not even.
hope so much that you're wearing the
I
singlet.
really hope I'm not.
And then she's gonna have like 20 pillows and a blanket on top of
Probably
her.
will.
Yeah, wait, that should be a rule.
No cover-up scenes.
No cover-ups. You can like, cross your legs. I mean, I don't need you to sit here like with your,
I'm gonna sit like I'm sitting right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, we'll just sit like normal. You can have like that, but you can't be like pillow,
Okay, well, then
blanket.
we're cranking the heat if I have to wear it like hot.
Oh, those nipples run hard.
No,
Mine,
but
mine do.
Excuse me, wait. I'm always cold. I'm always cold.
My nipples are always cold.
Then
Wait.
put band-aids over them.
Oh my god. Put Band-Aids on your nipples. We've
Well,
gone to that
these
on this show.
I can't put band-aids over my nipples. I have this thing called hair all over my chest.
You won't once you pull them off the first time.
Yeah.
They're called petals. You just buy little petals. You put them over.
What?
A pasty. That's,
Petals.
That's a pasty.
But they're called petals in the like actual like.
Yeah. I'm not wearing a pasty. Anyway, this is the easiest. You're going
I'm going Miz.
I'm going Miz.
Miz. It's Miz.
Yeah, I mean the whole rising up baby face thing. It's just he's got the people behind him for the once.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like, is Shane gonna win one of these ever? He really shouldn't. Why should Shane ever beat anybody?
Yeah, Shane shouldn't beat anybody.
This should be Miz getting his comeuppance.
Yeah.
Miz giving Shane his comeuppance.
Yeah, I mean, especially if his dad's in the crowd and all
Yeah.
that shit. So yeah, it's an easy win, but it'll probably be a fun match because they have a lot of falls count anywhere and a lot of heat, a lot of fight and fire between each other. All right, the legend match or whatever, the old guy match, Triple H versus the Animal Batista. I think I've got an easy one here. Obviously, the stipulation here is if Triple H loses, he can no longer wrestle again, which Shawn Michaels lost, and he
came back for
he just saw him at Crown Jewel.
That
So I mean,
people.
People could say, "Oh, they won't have Triple H, retire." The retire Schmeier in wrestling world, retirement doesn't mean anything. I mean, Ric Flair wrestled like 2 weeks after he got.
Well, but not in WWE.
Yeah, not in WWE, but and the other backstory is, I guess, Batista says Triple H never beat him or something like that.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I'm sure there's. But either way, that's the whole thing is that Triple H has never beaten Batista.
And he attacked Ric Flair, which now isn't even mentioned barely.
Yeah, to try to get Triple H's attention. So now we've got, it's personal between these two. Damn it. I'm going Triple H wins. I want, and this is another one where if it weren't a goddamn singlet, I would be going for Batista.
Well, you might be rooting for, you'd pick Batista to win this. You're picking Batista and Triple H's career. So that means Triple H is going to say, like, you know what, it's time for me to go.
Well, I'm saying I want.
Which it could be because he just came off a major injury.
I want Batista to win is what I guess what I'm saying. I want to see.
That's fine if you can want him to win.
Yeah.
I'd want Batista to win too, but I'm picking Triple H because he ain't laying down his career to Batista. It won't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Batista on Raw, I enjoyed it. He just said he's like, kiss my ass.
Yeah.
He was like playing up to the crowd at times.
You missed that. Like Batista came out and like
in his hometown.
Is in his hometown, so there was a lot of cheers and boos, like a little bit of both, and holds the microphone up and then he puts it down, holds it up, puts it down, and then he's like, "Hunter, kiss my ass," and then he just put the mic down and walked away.
Yeah,
that was the whole promo.
All he did was point at the screen too from the roll video.
Huh.
He really did, but he like slapped.
But he did it so well, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Who you got, Jay Lucky?
Triple H.
Okay.
Yep.
There's gonna be like 3 matches in the line for the singlet
Hey,
thing.
there's
I
seven.
wrote mine down first. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Next up, Sam, you've got the Universal title. Tell us all about it. What do we got?
You're making me go with a tough one. I know that's how, because you're.
Well, no, we're going in order.
No, it's fine.
We're
it's
rotating
fine.
it, you son of a bitch.
Freaking Rollins. I know. I think a lot of people think. I think you're picking. As far as I know, what you told me before, I think you're going Brock. I'm going Seth. I could see Brock retaining because he always seems to retain when people think he's definitely not going to, like last year's Mania. And he could dump it at the next pay-per-view or in Saudi Arabia for $1 jillion.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many times where we think Brock is done and out and gone, and he's going to UFC and he's got a match with this guy, and it's time for him to go, and it's somebody else's time.
Seth freaking Rollins via stomp.
Wow.
Pick Seth, but I always pick whoever is against Brock every single time. So
That's true.
I'm just hoping for a good match. I think it will be.
It
will
has
be
not
a
worked in
awesome-
my favor yet,
I was saying-
but maybe this time.
I'm going Brock Lesnar. I think that it doesn't do any good to have Seth Rollins win because there's not really any major challengers out there for him right now. You know what I mean? Because with Roman embroiled in this Drew McIntyre feud, who's up next? Like, who gives a shit, really? So I think having the title off TV for a little longer makes total sense. And not even that storyline. I like Brock as the champion.
So you've come away now. You like the Brock as the champion.
I like the special attraction. I was saying to a buddy at work today who watches wrestling, I said...
Sounds like a loser.
He is. I said when Brock wrestles, it's an attraction.
That's correct.
And with him not having the title, it wouldn't be an attraction. So, like, if he's going to lose, he might as well retire.
I still think Bork could be an attraction on the title, but okay.
I guess. But I
That's
think...
going to be a big one late in the card, possibly.
Late in the card, this could really
the next one I don't think is going to mean chicken shit because the main event.
Yeah, all right. So next up, Jay Lucky gets to choose who's going to win between Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Ronda Rousey. It's going to hold up both titles at the end of the night. Who's...
Sorry, I have to write down the I'm going Becky.
Okay, so you're
I've
going...
gone Becky like every single time too, so I don't ever change those.
So you're picking like basically every spoon-fed underdog story that they've given you with the Rollins and Becky and
I have been
Kofi
picking
and
Becky since
happiness
she
and
ever-
joyousness.
I've picked Becky since she came up from NXT.
Yeah, well, you can't. So
What do you mean I can't? I could do
you
whatever.
do whatever you
I wanna
want.
do.
Yeah, you can wear that singlet. It's fine.
I don't really
I'm gonna
care,
enjoy
but
looking at
I
your
pick
tunes.
Becky every time. I'm consistent.
All right. Well, I'm going with Becky as well. But I'm just saying.
Oh my God, you gave me hell for that.
But I also
Becky.
I mixed it up.
Yes.
I'm saying that I don't think that you're gonna have all these underdog
How about
all these
we do
underdog
this
winners.
for this match? Since we're all obviously picking Becky and it's the last match of the night, and we might want it to mean something because it's the main event. Why don't we all say Becky beats who to get the title? Since we're
Okay.
picking Becky
All right.
instead of it that way. If we all have the same on that, then forget it. It's fine. But at least that's way the main event can mean something if it's not already decided at that point.
Right.
Which usually it is. But if not, then we have really something on the line for the main event.
Right. Oh, that's good. Do you want to go first or?
Do I want to go first?
Well, or we
Becky
could.
beats Ronda.
Oh, I say Becky beats Charlotte.
I say Becky beats Ronda.
Wowzers! All right.
All right, so let's put that down. So if we're tied, it won't matter, but it could come into play in the JB world. Yeah, I say Ronda taps.
Oh, man, that's
Armor.
huge. If Ronda taps, she can't ever come back.
She can't ever come
What
back.
do you mean she can't come back?
She's the baddest woman on the planet. Doesn't tap out to a weak ass armbar that she was calling weak ass on Twitter.
She's gonna find out how weak it is.
Oh,
baby.
it's you don't know shit.
all right.
So there you go.
You then.
And then we've got all of our picks in for the WrestleMania 35, and then we have the attendance is going to be the tiebreaker if there is
Do you wanna
one.
do that or you want to do time?
No, we've decided attendance.
We're going with attendance
We are
because
gonna do
it's already written down on your little booklet there. So there you have it. The big WrestleMania. What?
Dude, I'll tell you what. I'm exhausted from giving the picks for this.
I know.
card.
I kept like going, man.
It's
there's
all-
another.
We're an hour and a half into a pick show, and the show is technically 5 times this. Length.
Exactly. Yeah. This is going to be an
Maybe I
epic.
need to make some amazing snack platters.
See, that's the one great
That's
thing
right.
about UFC. We didn't go in for like the early prelim matches. We came in for like the last 7 matches. But it's nice, like it's boom, boom, boom. It keeps your attention.
Yeah.
And like, we were there probably like 2.5, 3 hours, like the perfect amount. Like
Yeah, that's nice. They
like-
shouldn't be. It shouldn't be longer than that.
yeah, like 4 hours is the max anything should be.
Yeah. You
4
can't.
hours will be fine. I'd say, all right, cool.
We went to the Pirates game on Sunday. We left. I didn't stay for the whole game, and that killed me.
Wowzers.
Yeah, it was getting.
Not a fan.
No,
Did you hear this,
no,
kids?
it was just getting on, man. First of all, it was less than 30 degrees
Oh,
outside.
I know.
Well, actually, you and your brother were both ready to go.
Yeah, no,
And
it was.
he was there for
Both
the.
softcore
Yeah,
fans.
no, absolutely not
There
true.
were no children involved. No excuses.
It was there was just we had to get back. It
I
was
remember when
time.
I was a kid, I always had to leave the game early, but that's because of my dad's like, gotta beat the Philly traffic. That was
Yeah.
always the thing.
No,
Philly
we actually
traffic.
stayed longer than I'd originally said because I originally was like, if this goes extra innings, I'm fucking out of here. Because we had a 4-hour drive ahead of us. You know what I mean? And then it went extra innings like right at 5 o'clock, and I'm like, fuck, it's Monday, so let's stay till the end of the 10th.
I kept hearing everyone around me going, "Oh my gosh, this game has been so."
And it was a long game, just even without the extra
Baseball's
innings.
long.
But this was a particularly, for some reason, the pace of it was just.
That's all baseball now, though.
All right, you're right. You're right, Sam. Baseball's horrible.
all that slow.
Baseball average game length is 3 hours and 20 minutes
I
for a
thought-
regular 9-inning game.
This was like ridiculous because it started at 1, and like I said, it went to extra innings at 5
And then you have
o'clock.
all
It
these
was
teams that work every count. So every
that. Remember, I was saying that to Pat. Every fucking Cardinals batter
Right, that's
went a
Phillies
3-ball
do the
count.
same thing, yeah.
It drove me. I kept just yelling like, "Fucking swing the bat!" And then when they do swing, it's a foul, and then it's a walk.
you wear down the pitcher. Yeah.
And it's all about wearing down the pitcher. And honest to God, that's how the Cardinals came back. Is because they made Archer throw like
Right.
89
And
pitches
then
through
you
4
feel bad,
innings.
and that you guys went with the strategy of like, hey, let's try to win it now. And then you had no pitchers left at the back end.
Yeah.
You used all your good relievers early to try.
And same thing. I mean, the Cardinals did the same thing because they ended up having to put Yadier Molina at third base because Carpenter got thrown out of the game in the 10th inning or something for arguing balls and strikes. But they had done so many pinch hits and pitching changes that they ran out of position players. But anyways, it killed me to leave. But honestly, after we drunk our faces off on Sunday night, we were tired and hungover, and it was
cold.
We weren't
freezing.
hungover at that point, but it was really cool.
We ended up had to buy that blanket. It was just
Yeah,
ridiculous.
No, I don't think I would have won.
Yeah, I mean, well, we were already
cold.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, what was I gonna do?
I was like, I feel like I'm at a football game.
Yeah, it did. It felt like a football game, except with not
It's
all
so
the action.
crazy though, because Saturday I was in Philly for the UFC, and I was outside of the Phillies game. I'm like, dude, let's walk to Xfinity from where we were, and we'll go right by the stadium. Oh my god, dude, the atmosphere in Philly right now, it's back. It's like when they were good 10 years ago.
Yeah, I believe
It's
it. With
electric.
Bryce there, yeah, it's
And
a really
the
exciting.
weather Saturday was unbelievable.
Yeah,
When I tell you everything was out. Me and Kyle were just like every 2 seconds, like our head was like going.
oh,
like this.
women. Oh, yeah, because you love sports girls.
They're just
No,
girls.
that's what it is. He sees a girl in a hat and he's like, "Boo! Look
see,
at that! What
Philly-
people? Look at
Philly,
me!"
major town. So
And plus, it's Philadelphia, so they couldn't have been attractive.
it's amazing.
So they were just women with a. It said a Philadelphia sport on the shirt, so he's like, "Oh, I follow you, party
every
lady."
hot chick in town
I'll
was
go
out 'cause
everywhere.
It's a big social thing now.
Hot.
And the team's good.
They like his sports team.
They were
That's
hot.
hot. It's,
And
I get.
Xfinity
I get it.
was
It's
packed
fine if
up.
that's your thing. It's
It
fine.
was such a good day.
No, I don't doubt it was a good day. I'm just saying what you think is attractive. Just give me a break. I mean, they're wearing a red shirt with a fucking red P on it.
No, these chicks were hot.
Well, thanks for all the chatting tonight, you fucks.
My friend's not even a Philly fan, so. Yeah,
What happened to all of our chatters?
I don't know. I
Like
think
we
they all
just
said
everybody
fuck
just
it.
said fuck it.
Well, you know what? We'll see how this WrestleMania goes, and we'll see who's wearing the singlet.
Yeah.
We'll do that episode. If you fuckers don't start chatting, I don't know what we can really do to threaten you. I mean, we can just stop.
We can all wear singlets. That'll show you.
I was gonna say options are we threaten you with no longer doing this fucking Twitch, or I'm gonna show up and my singlet's coming off during the episode.
Wow. And then we will stop doing the Twitch because we'll be kicked out of here. Yeah.
Ratings will go through the roof.
Let's just hope that it's Jay Lucky wearing the singlet. Oh my God.
Let's hope it's
we
not.
can advertise that.
Yeah, we'll advertise the hell out of it. I mean, it's.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying because I just know. I mean, you'll be uncomfortable, but you'll at least look good. Like we're gonna be uncomfortable and look horrible. So like, it's at least pleasing to look at you and when you're uncomfortable. This is just gonna be. You think that I know I'll be a mess. I'm already a mess thinking about it. It's probably 2 weeks away.
Crazy.
You know what I
You're
mean?
the one who picked this.
Because it's funny and it's fun, and that's the point of making the picks. It has to be something you actually want to lose. Like if it was drink hot sauce, I'd be like, yeah, fuck it. I'll just whatever, drink hot sauce. But yeah, thanks for joining us tonight for our big episode of the WrestleMania preview show. We'll be back next week to recap obviously everything that happened. Well, we might even do. I was thinking about.
You might tweet some bullshit during Mania about our picks.
During Mania, and I was also thinking at NXT on Friday night,
Yeah.
I'll probably do some tweeting. Have you ever done that live Twitter thing? Where have you ever tried that? Or you
mean?
broadcast or whatever?
Yeah, I've done it.
You done it?
Did it for a high
Maybe
school
we'll try
basketball.
that or something. I don't
But
know.
we can't do it for NXT
No,
because I think it's technically illegal to put WWE's product onto a
but we could. Yeah,
Live.
I could show my face
live.
watching it.
You could video I think you're allowed to video while you're there, and then like show a clip, or maybe that's only house shows. I think you might be able to show a short clip.
Okay.
They have
Well,
rules and regulations.
yeah, I could see not recording it. That actually makes sense. Well, maybe we'll just
We could take pictures of
we'll
ourselves.
do like we're about to go into NXT, you
Yeah.
know what I mean, or something stupid. But yeah, so we're going to NXT.
and we're like the fourth coolest guys here,
Wowzers! Hey, we probably have the most successful podcast if anybody there.
unless like that.
Unless anybody else is there that
Yes.
runs a podcast.
Then we're screwed.
We don't even have any swag or merch to take with us. I looked into making Wrestling Dorks t-shirts, by the way. $26 a piece. Fuck that noise.
I think
I got tolls to pay for on
Hang
Friday.
Yeah, I hear. Yeah, the $4,000 in tolls. We're not going over the. Are we going?
I think
It's in. Oh, you're going to. It's at MetLife.
No, it's at Barclays. It's in Brooklyn. So it's not in Jersey. Yeah, it's not in Jersey.
Oh yeah, but that bridge is gonna make $25.
And it's going to be like 25 hours waiting on the fucking bridge to get to Brooklyn too. So I'm going to tell Dan, if he's not watching, that we're just not going to see him at Access. We'll
That's
just
your call, not mine, Dan. I said told him to go.
We can't go to Access.
He can go to Access.
I can't go. How would I go to Access? What kind of money do I have to go to
I'm
Access?
saying he could go.
I could stand
Don't
outside
blame it on
Access
me.
and go, excuse me, can I let me in, please? I can't go. I don't have money. I bet $20 on Sunday because I don't have money.
That $20 ended him.
If I would have won 175 on a roulette, I would have been there.
You played one more spin, you get 100.
I would have. Yes, exactly. But I didn't. Anyways, Jay Lucky, what else you got for us? You excited for WrestleMania weekend?
Yes.
Good.
I'm thinking about what kind of food I want to make for it.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
You have to have snacky stuff.
Yeah, you got to have,
But I like to
especially
do
if it's
the-
going to be
I like
this
to do
long.
the healthy snacky things.
That's why I won't be here.
Are you going down
loved
to?
my platters.
You going down to
last
Moton?
time.
Platters go what?
You going down to Moton?
Up the mountain,
Yeah.
sideways the mountain. I don't know where it is.
It's probably down.
Yeah. Oh, did you ever tell her?
I should respond to her. Yeah, I forgot to
Well,
respond.
we won't be able to because the kids have CCD, so they get picked up and then dropped back off here, so we can't
Yeah, we'd be able to drive down for like an hour.
CCD.
Yeah, we'd be able to
Sunday
go for
nights,
like an
that's-
hour
yeah,
and
that's
come
awful.
back.
That would have cut into my.
Unless they
Mary
go
with
to
Children
church
Simpsons time.
too. If they go to church too, then they're gone for like 2.5
Well,
hours.
they would,
So yeah, they're
but still, that's just. Well, I guess it would be
mostly pre-show.
pre-show
They're gonna miss.
mostly.
They'll be back at like 8:15. So they're only gonna get to
What's
watch
the
like
date of Mania? April.
7th.
Really, they're gonna get back at like 8:15, but they're gonna get to still watch a lot
Are
of
they
it.
going to
Oh, yeah.
church? Is it Palm Sunday? Is that why they're going to church?
No, they just always go to church every Sunday, with
No, I'm just used to.
their.
Yeah, they go
grandparents.
Sunday night and then they go to their.
On nights they have CCD.
Oh,
They
they
go.
got church Sunday night now.
Yeah, it's right before CCD
Man,
actually.
when I was a kid,
I don't know.
it was Sunday morning, Sunday at noon, and then Saturday night was when you could go at night.
They go
Things
Saturday
have
night
changed.
sometimes.
Yeah, I
or
don't know.
Sometimes Sunday morning.
Yeah, sometimes they'll go
There's more
Saturday.
options now.
Yeah. At least you don't have to always go at the same time. Anyways, thanks for tuning in to Church Talk.
Probably get more viewers that way.
Probably it wouldn't be hard.
Church.
Thanks nobody for watching tonight.
What was that Saturday Night Live? It was the church.
Linda Richmond.
Yeah, the church-
Coffee talk. You talking
No,
about?
no, the
Linda-
church
The
lady.
church
Oh, the
lady.
church
That's
lady,
it.
sweaty
Church lady.
balls?
That's it.
No.
the church lady.
Oh,
You just wanted to say Dana Carvey. Dana Carvey.
yeah.
Church
Carvey,
ladies,
yeah.
sweaty balls.
Church isn't that special?
Yes.
Isn't that special?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew I would get
Yes.
it.
You were gonna get it
Yes.
eventually.
Thank you. Yeah.
Anyways,
Showing
thank you
our
for
ages.
watching our
Show
latest
your age,
episode.
oh.
Yeah, well, somebody today at work was absolutely stunned at your age because I was talking about how we lived it up this weekend, and I was like, "Yeah, we're getting too old, to live it up like this because we are. I mean, really, you were dead Sunday." And she's like, "Well, you guys aren't that old." And she's like, "Well." I think she was insinuating that I'm way older than Jen. She's like, Jen's like only in her early 30s. I'm like, oh, contraire, mon frere. I'll back the truck up real quick. So, yeah.
Jen is old.
What happened? I thought you have your magic no hangover stuff.
Well,
Well, I didn't have a hangover.
I guess it wasn't, not really a hangover. She was just,
What do you
there
call
were
it?
large parts of the night that she doesn't remember.
Oh, well, that's not.
No,
that's,
there's
that's,
one
yeah.
part. I remember all of it except for one part.
Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't matter. I'm talking next day.
No, next day I was fine.
Next day it was all right, I
Yeah,
guess.
alright.
Yeah.
That was fine.
That's
Those pills
the
do
worst
work.
part.
They're
the next
amazing.
day.
Yeah, the next day was,
I should start promoting them and see if they hook me up.
Zacca pills. They're the best.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching this week. We will catch you next Tuesday on Dorks Live.
See ya.
Later.
There you go. Way to go.